Alright, so special tuning note with this one. It's on the Around the Fur album, so it's in a drop D flat tuning if you want to match the recording exactly. I'm just going to be hanging out in this drop D tuning just to make it easy and accessible for everybody and a little more simplified here. So just going DAD, GBE. But once again, take note, if you're trying to play along with the record, it's a drop D flat. Okay, so with all that out of the way, please hit that subscribe button. Let me know that you like these Deftones lessons and want to see more of them. And now let's get on into this. Alright, so we'll start with this intro and verse riff here. We're just kind of jamming between some palm muted open low D power chord, the 2nd fret E power chord. And it's kind of like we do an open, couple twos, open, couple twos, open, then do about 4 twos. So it'd be like. Alright, and then basically from that point, we just kind of alternate the endings. The first time through, we come down and we hit this 3rd fret on the middle D. Just a 1, 2, 3. Alright, and the second time through, instead of those 3s, we just come off to some open low D power chords. Okay, and we just alternate between those two throughout the whole verse there. Chorus, chords here, we'll start at 4th fret, so F sharp, and basically we want the power chord and we want that extra little octave on the 6 of the G there. Okay, 'cause it plays kind of a subtle part throughout the bulk of this here. So we got our 4s here on the DAD, 6 on the G. We just hit it once, slide it up to the 6s and the 8, right? And we strum on those 6s and 8 for, half a dozen times there. Right? And then from here, it's kind of where like the trick part happens, where we want to just keep that 8 on the G, but we want to move the DAD to 7s. So we end up with this. All right, it's like A with a flat 5, something like that. All right, so it's just keeping that 8G, moving the 6s to 7s. We just hit it once, kind of slide it out, and then we'll land on the E power chord at the 2s and the 4. Bridge section, we kind of flip things on their head a little bit. We'll start at the A power chord here at the 7s, and with this we're just going to add the 9 to make it just straight up A power chord. Alright, we're just going to strum a couple measures worth of that, and then we kind of do like an inverse of the chorus where we take our 7s on the DAD and just shift them down to a 6, but we keep that 9 on the G. So we get an A flat, flat 6 here. So. Alright, now we'll come down to a couple strums on the E power chord. And just before the measure's out, we do a couple hits on the open D. And then just loop the whole thing from there. And the only other dynamic thing that happens here is, after the bridge, we get kind of a variation of the chorus, which it's more kind of like chopped up and syncopated, I guess. So we do our same deal where we slide our 4s and 6, the F sharp up to the 6s and 8. You know, give those a couple strum, but then we do some dead string strums there instead. All right, and then we come up to our 7s with that 8 on the G. Do a couple dead strings there, and then just hit our E at the 2.